do that before or after maybe do it before the breathing motto and then do the breathing motto?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We could do that. So Nick, do you want to participate with the breathing motto?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's do that. We'll do a moment of silence. And if you wanna put your head down, or if you feel comfortable closing your eyes, you can even do that too. And like Carla was mentioning, she's had some family who was had served in the military. Sound like an uncle and maybe a grandpa. And
Yeah.
I've had family too that served in the military, and you might have family who have served, or maybe even just kind of know somebody who might be a friend of the family, and you've heard stories about things they might have done and the sacrifice that they made. So we'll do a moment of silence here, and then when we're done with the moment of silence, I'll bring up Nick, and we'll take it away with the breathing motto. All right, everybody. So we're going to do a moment of silence in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Nick, are you ready?
Yep.
All right, everybody. Nick's going to join me up here in this side by side again. We were just doing a moment of silence for Memorial Day. We have, let's get Sandy in here, and it looks like maybe Sammy's joining in too. And then we're going to kick things off with the breathing motto. So remember, everybody, you might hear throughout the day and stuff where folks are talking about, having a moment of silence. And, during that time, it's a special time of reflection. And, when we think about how Coach Emily is always telling us to kind of sometimes be silent and kind of listen to our own body, when we're doing a moment of silence, we can kind of direct our thoughts about others. A lot of times we're thinking about ourselves, and that's appropriate, but we want to take time in our life to think about other people. And for Memorial Day, of course, we're remembering people who did amazing things in the name of freedom and democracy. So everybody all over the world can live a fair life and have every opportunity available. And we remember their sacrifice on Memorial Day. And a lot of people right now are out and they're celebrating. And you might think, well, why are they celebrating?
Room for their boxes for their.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to celebrate and kind of remember people who have passed away, and in their honor is to kind of engage in celebration and have a good day, because that's what they would have wanted you to do.
Oh, first drink.
Oh, I just hit. What was that, Carla? Let me bring you back up. What were you saying?
Drink water. I forgot.
Let's have a sip of water. Good call. So Carla, everybody, let's go ahead and have a sip of water. Look, I'm doing.
Because it's hot and it's really hot outside.
This is a water with I have lemon in my water.
This is a blueberry.
My very own lemonade. You got blueberry water. We got Tyler joining in. Nice to have you on here. Tyler in the house. Sammy's in the house. Scott and Lisa. Sandy's here. That's 22. All right, Nick. Let's go ones and twos. You take the first.
Okay, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and breathe in the good.
Breathe out the bad.
Breathe in the happy.
Breathe out the sad.
Breathe in your bed.
And breathe out the worst.
And breathe in your bowl.
So you reach your goals first. Nice job, Nick. That was a great breathing motto. Going ones and twos with Nick. Let's go ahead and check the microphones here. Make sure we're all set up. We're set up there. We're set up on the cameras. We got a pretty good camera angle here. And again, everybody, welcome to
John, wasn't Austin going to join you today?
So Austin was going to join, and the reason he's not here is because his dad needed a little bit of a break. Because yesterday we had Waves for All, and there was a lot of activity, and Austin's dad was doing a lot of work, and he was feeling kind of tired. And so they thought that, when the traffic wasn't so bad, they would come down and do the workout together. But because there's so many people out on the roads and things like that, they wanted to just kind of stay in and not travel so far. So that's okay, and I understand that. They did come down yesterday, and we had an incredible Waves for All. I'll tell you what, we had 4 people who came down, and we had a lot of people who surfed, maybe over 20, but 4 people in particular were one young man. It was his first time surfing since he had a neck injury. So he occurred a neck injury a little over a year ago, and this was his first time getting out in the water and going surfing again. And he was so happy. His mom and dad were on the beach, and from what I'm told, they were even crying a little bit. They were so happy, the mom and the dad. There was another young lady from Oregon who, Byron, you'll like this. She had never been surfing before, and she's not able to lay down on the board. She's a wheelchair user, and she had an injury to her back, kind of around the middle of her spine. And so she has a strong upper body, and she was able to use that to do the kayak ski. They call it the sit ski, but it's using a kayak paddle just like we do. And we worked with her, and she was catching waves. She was out there with her friends. She'd never done it before, and she was doing it, and she had a fantastic time. We had another man who was 63 years old. Can you imagine 63 years old? And his whole dream, his whole life was to go surfing and to stand up and to ride waves and to be surfing on the surfboard. And he came out there. He was at the beach at 6 o'clock in the morning, and he showed up, and he's a veteran too. He was in the Air Force. He showed up at 6 in the morning, and he, by the end of the day, he was standing up, he was surfing on the surfboard, and he said it was one of the best days he ever had in his life. And I thought that was neat. And then there was another girl who, I said there was 4. And so there was a girl who was celebrating her 20th birthday, and she had never been surfing in her life, but surfing was one of the things that was on her dream board in her room. So she has a dream board. It has all the dreams and all the things that she wants to accomplish. And she communicates through blinking. And I've never worked with somebody who their only form of communication was with blinking and with head movement. And I thought it was really neat. We were out in the ocean, and we were communicating with each other with her through the blinks. And it was so much fun. And we went surfing and caught so many waves. Chris Hill and Carla, everybody, Ben, you all would have loved it. It was such a neat experience. And she has a condition called Rett syndrome, and it affects all of the soft tissue and all the muscles in her body. And we were still able to say, hey, you know what? We're going to go out in the ocean and make this dream come true. And so it was an incredible day. But Austin and his dad were a little tired, and I am as well. But we still have a good workout to do, and I think we're going to do some moves. I bet I'm going to be feeling actually better after the workout, and sometimes that's the key. When you have had a long day, or maybe a day that was very physical, maybe the next day afterwards, some people would think, oh, you want to totally rest, but you might not want to rest completely. You might want to do just a little bit of movement to kind of keep your body fresh and get that blood pumping and keep things going. So let's have one more sip of water. As you saw, I'm not drinking out of my invisible cup. This is just what I happen to be drinking before the workout, and it's just water. When I added 2 little wedges of lemon. And I like that. For me, I don't drink sodas, and I don't really drink sweet drinks. And I do, though, like drinking water with added fruit to it. It kind of gives your mind that satisfaction of the sweetness, but without actually having the sugar, which, of course, if we could be like Sandy here, we'd be on a roll going on 20 years. everybody remember this picture right here is one that Sandy put together. And I think it is just, again, a beautiful picture. Perfect for Memorial Day. Sandy's on here, everybody. Sandy, you did a great job with this. Wonderful job from Sandy. We have some leaders here, so we're definitely going to do leadership. It's Memorial Day. It's a holiday, so we're really going to get some leadership in. If you want to be a leader, I know Byron has said he wants to do some leadership. Make sure to let us know. It looks like Carlos, she's also wants to do some leadership. Nick's got his hand up, so we'll make sure we get the leadership in. How about let's spell out memorial with our head and neck. That'll be, I was thinking through the letters, and that'll be kind of fun. So let's go ahead and do it. It's Memorial Day. We have what? Memorial. Yeah, MOM. All right. So here we go.
MEM.
MEM. Right. I knew it. I was seeing it in my mind properly, but it just wasn't coming out properly. So MEMORIAL. All right, let's start with the M. We'll do each letter twice, so forwards and backwards, starting off with the M. So we're going to start down low. We're going to go all the way up high. We're going to come down to the middle. We're going to go up now over the other shoulder and then back down on this side. And then again, going for a great big letter M, going with the diagonal lines and the straight down lines. Now we're going to go with the letter E. So I'm going to be maybe starting at the top or maybe starting at the bottom. It's up to you. I'm going to start at the top. I'm going to go from the top and go across down to the middle. So this is kind of that neutral spot. Then down to the bottom, going across the bottom, bringing it back. Now I'm going up, going back across the middle, right here, up this way and across the top, back to where I started. So now for the next M, let's start off on the opposite side. So with this M, I'm going to start down here, going up, diagonal, diagonal, and down. Then I'm going up, diagonal, diagonal, and down. All right, the letter O. So we'll go one direction and we'll go the other direction. And again, just imagine a great big letter O, or like a Ferris wheel. Imagine you're looking at a Ferris wheel. And you're kind of just checking out all the people sitting on the Ferris wheel, moving around, going down, going the other direction, bringing it around, going up. Nice. All right, the letter R, we're going to start down at the bottom, go up to the top, make a letter P, and then add that diagonal line. So down here at the bottom, I'm going to go all the way up to the top where it feels good in my neck. And again, it's not just about the movement, but it's also about, again, me using my imagination, going up and then going all the way around and really imagining that I'm kind of looking at or drawing the letter. All right, we have the letter I, so that's just going to be straight up and down, straight up and down. Let's go for 4 of those. Straight up and down. Nice. The letter A, so we can start down on any side, and then we're going to go up all the way, and then down all the way to this side, going up to the middle and across, back across, down, up, and down. There's a lot going on with the letter A. Let's go with the letter L. This will be the last one. So we're just going to go down and then over to the right side and then back up and back up. Nice job. So remember, we're moving our head and neck around. That's the goal from spelling out those letters. Whether we're doing numbers, all of those exercises are designed to get our mind and our neck just kind of a little more connected. Let's go ahead and do a giraffe neck, turtleneck, ear lift combo. And so what I'm thinking we'll do is we're going to do turtleneck, giraffe neck, and then ear lift. And then we'll go back to turtleneck, giraffe neck, and then we'll do the other ear lift. So we'll do each one 2 times. Here we go. In 3, 2, turtleneck. So we're bringing the neck back, bringing the chin back, still keeping it up. It's not a chin tuck. Your head's not going to lower down. It's going to go backwards. And you can do it. You'll feel it. You'll feel the muscles working. Here we go. Giraffe neck. So now, again, it's not my chin going down. It's my chin going out. It's like I'm trying like a giraffe to reach up into the highest parts of the tree to get the leaves that I want. And then now we go ear lift. So then I went from giraffe neck to now an ear lift. And so my neck was already long. That's why I like now going from giraffe neck to ear lift. because your neck's out there, and then now the ear's out there, and you're just going to feel the difference in the stretch. 3, 2, 1. Bring it right back in the middle. You'll feel that stretch right there on the side of your neck. Let's go ahead and do it one more time for the other ear, but we'll do all 3. So let's go turtleneck. We're going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Giraffe neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then the other side ear lift. Oh, and this one feels good. I feel like I really have a long neck right now. 3, 2, 1. Back into the middle. Everybody remember, our necks, they can get a lot of pressure on them. They can also get a lot of compression to where the weight of our head is kind of always, those muscles they're always working. They're always, sometimes when we're laying down, when our head's relaxed, those muscles get to relax. But the rest of the day, those muscles are working. And a lot of times they're working with the compression and also trying to keep that posture up. But what we do when we do our neck exercises, it's like we're taking some initiative to kind of lengthen and fight back against all the gravity of the day and the pressure and the compression in the neck. So let's go ahead. Let's have a sip of water, and then we'll go into shoulders. All right, let's get the shoulders moving and grooving. Let's go with our classic little series here, and then we'll get to our leadership too. So let's start off with the up and down. And this is pretty common. You're going to see a lot of people out there, before athletic events, everything from, baseball, basketball, and soccer players, things like that, to even dancers. I would imagine even artists and maybe like entertainers, maybe, movie stars and people, they probably have a warm-up routine. Let's go forwards and backwards now. They probably have a warm-up routine before they really, get doing their activity. And so, when you have a warm-up routine, especially like ours, you can kind of know, like, wow, every muscle in my body, I've communicated with it recently, and I can get my muscles to do the things I want them to do. I'm moving now in that circular fashion, so changing it up, getting those shoulder blades moving around and grooving around. Let's go ahead and do a couple of carries, bear hug with the elbows back, bringing our arms across. We're doing the full bear hug. This is the full bear hug. And then, of course, we do our crocodile. Let's go the other way, bringing it back, arms crossing the other direction. One on top, one on the bottom. And then again, going into a little crocodile mouth. Let's go ahead and shake our arms out a little bit. So again, getting the shoulders going and moving. And now the shoulders aren't really moving. If you think about it, you can look, I got the turtle on the back of my shirt, and, the shoulder blades behind it. They're not really moving a whole lot. Whereas when I was doing Carrie's bear hug, look at all the movement. So our shoulders can move, but they can also stabilize. So when we're kind of shaking our arms out, we're shaking with a lot of those stabilizer muscles, and they're kind of moving around. And then let's go ahead and we're going to stabilize our arms. Let's go overhead to start. So I'm shaking out down low, and now I'm just going to bring my arms up overhead, and I'm just going to hold them overhead. I'm not moving my arms. I'm not moving my shoulder. I'm not moving my elbow. But now in time, my shoulders will get tired. My deltoids will get tired. And if you can think about it right now, our arms weigh something, our arms might weigh 10 pounds or maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but your arms have weight. And because they're up in the air, something has to be holding them up there. This isn't normal. This isn't where our arms are designed to be. So it must be that you are getting your muscles to lift up on the bones that are attached with our arms. So our humerus right here, and lifting it up, pulling it up so that our hands are not. Now, who's feeling tired in their deltoids? If your deltoids are feeling tired, raise your hands. Everybody's deltoids are up. So now we're going to lower them down, but I want us to do it slowly. So I know you're going to want to go down quickly, but try to move. And you can see I already started. Try to move as slowly as you can to where we're still moving. And I want you to think about how much concentration you're having to put into that slow movement. It might not be a ton of concentration, but you might feel yourself thinking like, I really have to be alert. I really have to kind of think about the tempo in the slow movement. So I'm still bringing them down, still bringing them down. And remember when I talked about our shoulders stabilizing, if you think about your arms, and again, think about them trying to be up over our head in that position, there has to be a lot of stability. I'm still going, bringing them down. A lot of stability from our shoulders. So when you're warming up your shoulders, you want to be thinking about stability and also the mobility. And I'm still bringing them down, 3, 2, and 1. And now I'm going to kind of relax. And now feel in here. It might not feel as tired as like when we do a lot of arm circles, but you might feel a little more connected with that kind of upper body, upper shoulder region. Let's go ahead and do our arms, get our arms moving now. And in this situation, I'm thinking of something to where, let's see if I can move back far enough. It's neat, Sandy, because Sandy's picture, it almost looks like there's I'm casting a shadow of like the patriotic man standing here. So I think it's kind of neat, Sandy. It's almost like an optical illusion. I love it. All right, so what we're going to do is, oh, you know what? I got a neat idea. And you know what we're going to do is we're going to do this right here. So we're all going to do a salute. And so we're going to do the salute. If we have the ability to, we're going to do it with our right hand. And what we're going to do is we're going to stand or sit with our body nice and tall through the core. And then we're going to bring our arm and our elbow up. So we're going to use the shoulder and the elbow right here. And we're going to try to bring our hand up to where if you had a hat like I do, my fingers are going to touch the hat. Now, if you don't have a hat, you could bring your hand up here, kind of right by maybe like by your eyebrow. Okay. So let's go ahead. We'll do 10 salutes. And we'll do this with both sides, but it's appropriate with the right side. When we do salutes, we salute with our right hand. All right, here we go. So we're going to do 10 salutes, and we're going to go from slow to fast. And so here we go. So let's go 1. So we bring it up and then down. And then we'll go for 2, going up and down. 3, up, and we'll go a little bit quicker. Don't worry if it's not perfect. 4, down. 5, down. 6, down. Now we'll start to go fast. 7, down. You'll see I'm going to bump my hat. 8, ooh, that's a good one. Down. 9, oh, that was a fast one. And here we go. 10, oh, let's hold this one for about 5 seconds. Just in this position, imagine you're watching all the commanding officers and generals and all the, maybe everybody they're passing by, or at a parade. And this is what you would do. We would be standing at attention, and this would be our attention position. And then let's bring it back down. Now we're going to do that with the left arm, although we wouldn't salute with the left arm unless maybe we had an injury and we weren't able to use our right arm. But with the left arm, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to bring that hand up, and we're going to be lifting again with our shoulder. Our elbow is going to bend. So that means what? The bicep is going to be firing up. And then when we bring that arm down, we're going to have the tricep. And again, the shoulder kind of bringing everything out. And you can bring it down to your side, and then we'll just pop it right back up. This is going to feel really weird for me because I've done thousands of salutes with my right arm, but I don't know if I've ever done it with my left arm. All right, so here we go. I'm getting my arm ready. And you're going to see me here. I'm having to concentrate. This to me is normal. I'm used to this. This feels good. This doesn't. This feels so different to me. I'm going to have to really concentrate. So here we go for 10. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. So we got 1. Oh, that feels weird. Here we go. 2. Oh my gosh. 3. Nice. 4. I'm getting it down now. 5. And this shows you again how your mind. 6. With having that familiarity. 7. Nice job. There you go, Ben. 8. Nice job, Byron. Carla's got it. 9. Sandy. We got one more. And 10. Ooh-wee. Now, everybody, you can nod or you can say if you want in the chat. Did that feel very different on one side than the other? For me, it did. And like I mentioned, I've done thousands and thousands of times. I've done salutes with my right arm. And even though I don't do it anymore, I'm not still in the Navy. It's still there. My mind, it's like, yeah, I could stand like this for hours. And I have. But doing it with the left arm, oh my gosh, it's almost like all the muscles, my mind, it's like the communication hasn't really been practiced as much, and I can feel the difference. Let's go ahead and let's keep going. It felt different. Ben saying it felt different. Absolutely. Everybody, you're going to notice that, we're always going to have a strong side, and sometimes we might have a strong limb. Some people might say, like, what's your throwing arm? Or what hand do you write with? Or what hand do you use your controller with? What hand do you, would you, reach out for a handshake? Or if you were like a soccer player, somebody say, what foot do you kick the ball with? Because traditionally, as humans, we're going to wire our brain to want to favor one side or another for certain activities. Now, that doesn't mean our brain can't additionally be wired to work with that other limb to be as effective, if not maybe more effective. We've seen Nick in the strength tests here with the heavy hold as a good example of having a great imbalance with the heavy hold in the beginning, with left arm being super strong and right arm wasn't nearly as strong, to where I think we actually had one time where Nick's right arm beat the left arm, or it was like the tie. I mean, some incredible numbers. So good stuff again from Nick. Let's have a drink of water. Let's keep going with our upper body, and we'll get our core moving and grooving. And then let's go ahead and bring up Nick to do a core combo. So we'll keep on our routine there. Nick, start thinking about some combo moves. I'm thinking about doing a core exercise that's not going to require any movement at all. And so what I want us to do is I want us to do an abdominal squeeze. So we're just going to do the abdominal squeeze. And then we're going to follow that with a breath hold. So we're going to do an abdominal squeeze. Let's go for about 20 seconds. Then let's do a breath hold where we'll do 2 breaths in. And then on that third breath, we'll hold our breath also for 20 seconds. So 20 seconds of abdominal squeezing. Now, if you're like me, I haven't really been squeezing my abdominal muscles at all this whole workout, maybe a little bit when we had our arms up. Yeah, but that would have been kind of it. So we haven't done a lot with our abdominal muscles. So now let's take that attention. And the same thing we did with our arms, with our salutes, with our shoulders, let's put that into our core. And I like to think, again, kind of right behind the belly button, you have a lot of muscle there. And if you think about it, just that right there, you can squeeze that muscle. And that's what I'm doing now. And that's what I want you to do. So let's go ahead and give that squeeze. It looks like I'm leaning to the side, but I'm not. I'm standing up straight. My camera's leaning to the side. That's okay. So let's go ahead. We're going to do 20-second abdominal squeeze. If you've been squeezing, now we're going to do it about 30. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and we're squeezing. So now it's officially on. So I'm giving myself a pretty good squeeze. And I'm squeezing more than I would comfortably do. I wouldn't want to squeeze my abdominals like this all day long. That would be uncomfortable. But I can do it right now, and you might be able to get a little bit of a squeeze in there. We got 10 more seconds. Keep that squeeze. Try to maintain it. Try to maybe, even if you can, become taller using the squeeze. So squeeze and then extend, and then squeeze and then extend. We'll go 3, 2, 1. And now stay tall, stay extended. And you might even realize that your muscles kind of stay squeezed too. Did that happen for anybody? Even though we can relax the muscles, we're like, hey, I like this. I got this. So let's keep them there. Let's go 2 deep breaths, breathing in, breathing out. Nice, Carla. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathe in, hold for 20. And relax. Nice. Now let's relax for a second. Let's give ourselves a moment to take a rest and regular breath. Now pay attention. At this very moment, do you still have a little bit of squeeze going on? Do you still have a little bit of, even though you might not be even really thinking about it like you were, some of those abdominal muscles, again, it's like you brought your player, out of the stands and said, come play the game. He doesn't want to leave now. He wants to keep playing. And so that's a good thing. We can train our abdominal muscles to have a sense of kind of readiness, to kind of be fired up in a way to where they're not going to be so much that we can't keep it up, but it'll be enough to where it'll protect us. And if we go to move, if we go to lift something, if we go to twist and do an exercise, those muscles will be there and they'll be super strong. So everybody, let's get ready. Nick's going to take us through, I'm going to call it a core combo. It could be whatever Nick comes up with. Again, remember, there's no rules to this. It's going to be Nick's imagination, and we're going to let it out of the box, and we're going to see what type of exercise routine he puts together for us. So, Nick in the house. How are you doing, Nick? Are you having a good holiday?
Yeah.
Me too. Have you been drinking lots of water?
Yep.
That's good. Me too. All right, everybody. Nick's getting some water in before he gets us kicked off. After Nick, we're going to be having Carla. She's going to be joining us. After Carla, we're going to be having Byron. So let's be ready for that. We got a great team of leadership. Also have Ben helping us as co-hosts today. So we really appreciate everybody being here on the holiday. Scott and Lisa, again, doing a great job. Sandy, of course, doing a great job. We got our moms in the house. Sandy, check it out. My mom's here too. I love it. Mom's looking great, doing a great job. Tyler's here. Natalie's here. Sammy. Nick, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'm following your lead.
They do arm raise,
Arm raise. Okay, arm raises.
front raise,
Front raise.
arm raise,
All right, side
front
raise,
raise,
front raise.
arm to
Going for the circle now.
backward,
Backwards arm circle.
forward,
Forwards again. Going forwards.
backward,
Going backwards again. Oh my gosh, Nick is getting those deltoids.
and then front to
Front circle in front of our body.
now the other way,
Going the other way in front of our body.
and this way,
Nice.
then we will do squeeze,
All right, so we're getting small. We're getting as small as we can. We got our elbows in. We're down low.
one arm out,
One arm goes out.
the other one in,
Ooh.
the other one go out,
The other one or the same one?
the same one, I mean.
All right.
The other end out,
Nice.
out.
There we go. Scott and Lisa. Sandy's got it.
This
one's
way,
fun.
how about with us?
Are we still doing a squat?
Yeah.
We got the high five.
Up,
Backwards five. All right. Nice.
down. The other end up and down. And up and down. But then still without I Y T W M X V running up I Y I T Y W T M the other way and then B and the other and then B. And then T pack Tweet. That'll be fun. And then drown that. Deep pot. Tweet. That'll be fun. And then drown that. Far away to the down and up,
Ball of energy, nice.
down and up, down and up. One day down, up, down, up. The other day down, up, down, and up. Then we did up. We did high. The other way the up. We did high. Then our bundy dumbbell
Punch, punch,
hook.
hook, uppercut, uppercut, down punch, block, block, duck, duck, elbow, elbow, high knee, high kick, high five, low five, and clap
We did high knee at elbow.
with a high knee, high elbow.
And then overhead with the pot.
Overhead witch's pot.
Foot one way and blood the other way. Foot, 3, 2, and 1, and done.
Wow, Nick. Oh my gosh, that was an awesome combo. Oh wow, Nick did an incredible job, everybody. Did you see at the part where Nick doing the alphabet arms was going with one letter ahead of the other letter? So one arm was doing the W and the other arm was still doing the T, and then we went in and then we went over. I mean, it was so neat. Nick, again, the creativity and the thoughtfulness, that's what's really neat about the fitness, everybody, is that when you're doing what Nick was doing, your mind and your muscles they're connecting in like a really, really great way. So when you want to be ready to do things out in the world, activities, like I just mentioned, I met with 4 people, all different ages, who had never got to go surfing before, who got to do that yesterday. So if they were training and they're feeling ready for it, that's a lot different than being nervous and feeling like you're not ready. So that's why we do workouts. That's why we train and we get our mind and our muscles connected and our body feeling confident, is so that way when we have those opportunities, we can try them, we can do them, and we might even end up having a really good time. That's the goal, is that you try something new and that you love it. And that's, I mean, imagine if Sandy never tried art. What if Sandy became a chocolatier and Sandy was making chocolate? No, she's shaking it. No way. And I can't imagine it either, because Sandy is an artist, everybody. She's a creative artist. And we're all, in our bodies, we're designed, again, to have that ability to have those skills and to do things and to challenge ourselves and to try new things. And if you love them, you might end up doing them for me, I hope to be doing these things for the rest of my life. And I hope that you find things that you want to do for the rest of your life too. Let's have a sip of water. Let's get ready for Carla, everybody. I don't know if she's doing weights or if it's a medicine ball, but we're going to find out. And nice. It looks like she has a pillow. We're doing exercise pillow today.
Hi, everybody. Keep it warm because it's so warm outside.
Is it hot outside?
Yeah, when I live right now.
I'm going to do exercises with
You like my shirt, John?
I love that shirt. It's a perfect shirt for Memorial Day.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do the first thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're gonna go up and down. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're gonna catch, clap. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're gonna do 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to do Statue of Liberty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then hold it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16.
Nice job.
I'll go in the summer, go surfing with you in the summer. I'll ask my brother
All
when I
right.
see him.
That sounds great.
I love that cow.
Has anybody ever done like the ventriloquist before? Has anybody? I've never done that.
I've seen it before.
No, but Coach John, you channeled your inner Coach Marty there for a second.
Oh, you
I-
did.
You were right about that. And you know what? I was thinking about Coach Marty when I was doing it with the stuffed animal. And I was also remembering the good old days. Remember everybody when Sophia was just this big?
Yes.
She used to be a little big like this. She used to be a little bitty. And now everybody, I think she's in like the 94th percentile for girls. So for 2-year-old girls, if you got all the 2-year-old girls in the world, or if you got 100 of them, by the statistics, she would be taller than more than 90%. I mean, I think that's just incredible. And I hope with the height that she gets, that she's able to do some really good things with that, you know. And with me, with my height, I realize that a lot of times when people need help getting things down or doing things that were high up, that I was able to help them just by being me. And that was kind of neat, you know, that I could help somebody just by being myself. And, you know, everybody has talents and skills and gifts like that. And all you got to do is just be you, and you're able to help people. And I thought that was always kind of neat, being tall. I was in the grocery store not too long ago, and I saw a little lady, and I could tell she wanted something from way up top on the shelf. And she was looking around for somebody to ask. And I knew, and I went up and I said, would you like me to get that for you? And she's like, oh yes, thank you so much. It's the one way back there. And I was able just to reach up there and just get it for her and just make things a little bit easier for her. So that was kind of neat. Everybody, again, great job by Nick. Great job by Carla. Let's get ready. Let's have that sip of water. We got Byron coming up, and I believe is Nick. Are you going to jump up there too? Is that what you're okay? So we will have Nick and Byron doing what these guys do best. Let's have that sip of water. And of course, the other day we had a great time with these guys. We also had the great big martial arts battle. Remember, that was a lot of fun. Both of these guys have on blue shirts today. I think that's pretty cool. They got on the blue shirts. They're looking sharp. And they're starting off with the sandbag. So Byron's got the sandbag. And remember, this sandbag, you can find these, or you can make one, or you could do this with like an exercise pillow or a stuffed animal. A lot of these moves, you can do that. And if they had a small pillow, like imagine a pillow for like a dog or like a cat pillow, that would work too, like a small pillow. But here we are. We got Byron with the sandbag. He's going right hand, left hand, working on the strength in his hands and his fingers. When you're grabbing the sandbag like that, you're doing pressure. You're giving a bit of a squeeze with the hand So you're going to be strengthening those muscles. And you can see he's kind of working on that quickness and working on how quickly he's able to move the bag back and forth around the back. Nice and loose through the shoulders he is right there. I like those moves. There we go. He's going back and forth. He's got his neck moving a little bit. It's almost as if he's got a little bit of music playing. And so he's moving his body. He's got some great moves right here. Going right hand, left hand, back and forth. And again, just doing this right hand, left hand, back and forth is an excellent kind of pattern you want to work on. You want to practice that right hand, left hand passing. You want to be good at it. There he goes. He's going out to the side, kind of like what Nick had us doing in the squat position. He's going out with just one arm, out to the right, out to the left, with a hot potato off the ground. So he's going down to the ground, picking up a hot potato, pulling it up, bringing it behind his back. And then he's moving it around off the ground again in front. Hot potatoes everywhere. We are going to have some hot potatoes for lunch today. He's swinging the arm now. He's got the left arm in a swinging position. And look at that shoulder, everybody. Nice and relaxed. Now he's got the right arm in a swinging position. It's nice and relaxed. It's just kind of hanging there, just swinging by the muscles. Hot potato off the ground. And he's back into the swing, back into the relaxed swing, taking it around his back, moving it around, grooving all along the whole way. And here he goes again in front of his body. He's holding it now with two hands. He's doing it one more time. He's doing the swing around the back. I like that move. Byron's got it going on right there. Oh, look at that, everybody. That was a cool move, and you all got to see it. The bag, Byron thought about throwing it at the same time he thought about swinging it, and the bag leaped out of his hand, and he said, no, I'm going to keep you. And Byron caught that bag in the air. Everybody, that shows you, again, how the quickness and the reaction and your timing, it can improve with something like a sandbag. Nice move, Byron. Now he's got the resistance bar. He's holding it one hand in the middle. Nick's doing the same thing. You might be doing it the same way. Holding that one hand in the center. Got the bar out, and it's parallel to the ground. You know, it's flat or it's horizontal. There's a couple different ways we can describe that. But you can see that bar is flat to the ground. And Byron's got to work to hold it there. Nick's doing the same thing. Watch when Nick brings that elbow back in. It's kind of like the power punch. So Nick's lifting it up. Byron's lifting it up. These guys are having to keep that bar from tipping too far to the right or to the left. All right, doing a hand exchange. There we go. Byron's got it lifted up now using the left arm. Nick's finding that center position. There he is. He's got it. And look, you can see Nick there. That bar was kind of teeter-tottering, and Nick gave it a squeeze. And he got that bar to stop. Now, remember, you can use your core. You can squeeze your core, and that'll make your shoulders stronger too. So if you squeeze your core, you're going to have a strong shoulder in addition to that strong core. Now, check out Byron. He's in the low down position right there. He's picking up the bar off the ground as if he's kind of starting a lawnmower down there. You can see there he's doing the row. So he's got the down low. We call that one the down low row. And that's where you're getting down low and you're kind of bringing it up into a row. And look at that. Byron did the one-handed 180. He took the stick. It was upside down. Now he flipped it right side. I think Nick got it too. Nick's in the same position. And these guys are doing the bicep curl, everybody. This is the classic exercising move. A lot of people. All right, Abraham, have a good one. A lot of people, when they're showing off, they're working out, they're doing bicep curls. Especially on TV. When people are on TV and they're doing the workouts, they're always doing the bicep curls. Although I think there's some other exercises that need to be shown off too. And Byron's showing us some of those moves right here. All right, he's got the bar behind his back. It's looking like he might be going for a back stretch. Let's see here. He's getting it kind of in a good position. And he is, everybody. He's going to bring himself down so he's facing the ground. Nick, there you go. Bend your knees, stick out your butt. There you go, Nick, right there. Right there, Nick. And then bring it back up. And then go back right to that spot. Same thing. Stick out the butt first. There it is. Bend your knees, stick out your butt. And then bring it back up. And then go back right to that spot. Same thing. Stick out the butt first. Stick. There it is. Bend your knees, stick out your butt. And then bring it back up. And then go back right to that spot. Same thing. Stick out the butt first. Look at that, everybody. You can see Nick and Byron. You saw Nick compared to that first one. Let's do it again one more time. Let's come all the way back up and then do it one more time where you stick out the butt and then you lower. There you go, Nick. Oh, man. Look at that. Excellent job, you guys. Again, when you lead the movement with your hips, I say stick out the butt because that gets the hips to move backwards, and that's going to let the body fold down real nice. And again, Nick's showing us a great example, following the instruction and having an instant improvement. You know, that's what we're talking about. Now Nick knows when he wants to practice that move, he's got to think about sticking out the butt, and that's going to make it to where, just like with that salute, it's going to become second nature. Who's ever heard somebody, they're like, oh, it's like second nature. It's like you've been doing it your whole life. You're just so good at it. And that's how we want to be with our pelvis and our hips moving back when we lower down. We want to train our body for that kind of movement. And there you go. We got a baton spin, ground tap. If you're following along, Sandy's following along. She's doing a great job. Lisa's doing a great job. Scott's following along too. Nice job. I love it. There you go. Natalie's got it going on. Great job. And here we go. It looks like Byron is bringing the baton. He's not putting it down. He's going into a reverse baton spin. It looked like he was even doing one more exercise. Oh, Abraham's back. He couldn't stay gone for too long. Here we go. Abraham's back in the house. Welcome back, Abraham. Byron's going on it's a baton spin solo here. It's like in the band, you know, when the guitar player just is really feeling it. They just let her rip with a guitar, and Byron's letting it rip with the baton. Oh, he's going into the Marine Corps position here. It might be all she wrote. Look at him. Byron's going Marine Corps style. Oh, he's getting the salute. Look at this, everybody. Let's give Byron a salute. We practiced that earlier. And let's give him a round of applause, everybody. Oh, my gosh. Byron. Oh, wow. What a terrific workout, everybody. Again, Byron at the end right there, bringing out that salute. That's what Memorial Day is all about, everybody. That's what the folks who we honor on Memorial Day, if they could understand what is being, you know, done in their honor, the celebrations, the memories, the signs of respect, and again, the moments like that from Byron, Byron, that would be what we call standing at attention. And then with that salute, that's exactly what they do. When you have the parade with the flag bearers and they're carrying the flags that represent all the branches of the military, they have the flags that they're carrying that maybe represent the states where people are from, and even the American flag. And they stand there holding the flag and they do the salute. And Byron, that was an incredible leadership right there, an incredible job with Memorial Day. Everybody, I always talk about Byron in the Marine Corps because, again, in the military, you have 5 branches of the military now. We got the Space Force, and so we have but you have the Army and the Marines, and those guys are tough. They are tough guys. But you know what else they have, and especially a lot of Marines, is they have discipline, and they have a work ethic. And they know how to work as a team and accomplish a mission. And Byron always strikes me as that same level of characteristics, to where this is a guy, he's always willing to work with his team. He knows what the mission is, and he's got that discipline. Byron's also got some great creativity that he gets to kind of share with us. And I think if he would have joined the Marines, he'd be a master gunny sergeant maybe. He might even be a colonel. You know what? I think he might be. Byron, we might start calling you the colonel, because I'll tell you what a great job. Carla's saying her brother is a Marine right there. Pretty awesome, everybody. You know, you might know somebody who served in the military. You might have a family member. You might have a friend, or, you know, somebody that maybe you know from your church or something that, you know, you're involved in. And you've heard about people who serve in the military, and it's a big deal when people sign up. You know, not everybody understands it, but a lot of people do. And by the time you really get in there, you kind of get an idea of what you're doing, and you realize that you're doing something for other people. That's real important. I think a lot of people in the military, they understand that the hard work and even just them being present to do their job, it allows everybody else to go ahead and kind of enjoy things the best we can. And that's a really nice thing to feel. And it's a really great way for people to lead their lives. So again, Memorial Day, very special day. Again, kind of remembering those folks who they say they paid the ultimate sacrifice because they passed away while they were serving in the military. And a lot of the times it was when they were serving, doing something that was to help us. And so that's why we're doing Memorial Day, and it's a very important day. And of course, again, thanks so much, Sandy, with her artwork. She was able, I think this was from last year. And again, just incredible.
It may have been from 2 years ago.
I don't know, Sandy. Yeah, like Sandy's doing she's getting her trapezius still is activated. Everybody, we've had it. I love it, and it's not the last time we're gonna bring it up either. So everybody, Carla's been asking for the Breathe Motto. She's gonna get it. She's got a brother. Is it an uncle or a brother in the Marines? Is that what you
No, remember my big brother you met?
Yeah.
He was a Marine.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, he was in the Marine last time. Yeah, and when we went to pick him up in the airport, he lost weight. I didn't recognize him.
That happens sometimes, everybody.
And he come back for boot camp. I didn't recognize him.
When you go to boot camp, they really don't have a lot of sweets.
Did not recognize him.
It's a
I
lot
was
of
like, that's
healthy
not my
food,
brother.
a lot of
Okay.
activity.
1, 2, 3. Bring the good, bring the bad, bring the happy, bring the sad, being your best, being the worst, being your power. Use a ghost for a happy Memorial Day.
Nice job, Carla. Everybody, great round of applause. Thanks for being here on Memorial Day.
See you Wednesday.
What a great way to spend the day. And again, everybody, thanks for being involved on these workouts. We'll do another one Wednesday at 11 o'clock. Nick's going to give us the countdown again. Great job to Sandy, the moms, Byron, Carla, Ben, Abraham, S22, Sammy, Natalie, Tyler, Scott, and Lisa. Everybody, have a great rest of your holiday. Nick, count us down.
Happy Memorial Day, everyone. Remember, drink a lot of water and eat healthy food. Fruit and vegetables. We need it for our body. It will help us bring that energy and more power
Nice.
for our whole life today, nice and fit. And here we doing. Bye. Body to anyone.
Bye.